If you think me done, me just a come.
Welcome back, friends. Jamaica, think about this. Could it be that the PNP rejected a future prime minister and handed Andrew Holness a political masterstroke? What if I tell you that one of the biggest political stories of the next few years may not be about who wins an election, but about who changes teams and the bombshell to follow? Now, before anybody starts typing angry comments, hear me out. Politics is a game of strategy, a game of timing, a game of chess. And sometimes the most powerful move on the board is the one nobody sees coming. Years ago, the People's National Party made what it believed was a winning move, and it was, when it selected Lisa Hanna to represent Southeast St. Anne. What followed was remarkable. She became one of the most recognizable faces in Jamaican politics. A former Miss World, a cabinet minister, a gifted communicator, a politician who, unlike many of her contemporaries, never lost an election in her constituency. Yes, she had some troubles, but she comes out victorious every time. Yet, when the moment came for the People's National Party to choose its future leader, after its crushing 2020 defeat, the delegates chose another path. Lisa Hanna lost the leadership race, and the Honorable Mark Golding was chosen as its leader. Many viewed it as the end of Lisa's political rise. But what if it wasn't? What if it was merely the beginning of a bombshell to come? Think about it. What if Lisa Hanna had become opposition leader? Would she have performed differently? Would she have connected more effectively with younger voters? Would she have been a stronger challenger to Dr. Andrew Holness? We will never know now. The delegates made their choice. History moved on. Or did it? Because politics has a funny way of reopening doors that everyone else assumed are closed. Now, let me take this a step further. What I'm about to say may sound impossible, but politics makes strange bedfellows. Can you imagine Dr. Andrew Holness as Prime Minister and Lisa Hanna serving in a senior role in a future administration of Andrew Holness? Maybe ambassador to some country or the other? Wouldn't that be a tremendous chess move on Dr. Holness's part? Or maybe something even bigger? Far-fetched? Perhaps. But ask yourself this. If Andrew Holness were playing political chess instead of political checkers, would he see Lisa Hanna as a former opponent? Or would he see her as an asset, a communicator, an international figure, someone capable of speaking directly, clearly to the diaspora, investors, diplomats, and global audiences? And now the pot thickens, because such a move would not be welcomed by everyone. Imagine being a loyal JLP soldier. You knocked on doors, you attended meetings, you campaigned for years, you ran for office, but you lost. You sacrificed for the party. Then one day, a former PNP star walks into a senior national role. Some would celebrate it, others would be furious. Some would ask, how can she become my boss when I have carried the green banner for decades? That is exactly why it would be such a bold political move, because the strongest leaders sometimes reward talent over tribalism. But wait, the story gets even more interesting. Friends, several long-time JLP figures are approaching retirement. The political map is changing. Vacancies will emerge. Constituencies will open. New battles will be fought. Who is to say that a future by-election, which could be any time, who knows, could not produce one of the most fascinating political contests Jamaica has seen in years? Imagine Lisa Hanna returning to electoral politics. Imagine her facing a former PNP political ally. Imagine her standing in a constituency where both parties believe they can win. Imagine the headlines, the media frenzy, the debates, the crowds, the speculation. And remember something. Lisa Hanna never lost an election as a candidate, not one. That record alone would make any political strategist take notice. Could she defeat a strong PNP opponent like Carl Samuda did? Could she attract support beyond traditional party lines? Could she reshape the conversation entirely? Nobody knows. And that is what makes politics so fascinating. The truth is, political history is filled with leaders who were written off too early. People counted them out, assumed they were finished, assumed their story was over, only to watch them reappear when nobody expected it. Does anyone remember a PJ Patterson? Remember PJ's famous statement, "I shall return," after he was sidelined and he stepped down from senior leadership in the PNP party following the Shell waiver scandal. So perhaps the biggest question is not whether Lisa Hanna will return. Perhaps the bigger question is this: did the PNP delegates unintentionally create an opportunity for Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, to make one of the boldest political chess moves in modern history, in modern Jamaican history that is? Or is this all just political fantasy? But remember, sometimes today's impossible headlines become tomorrow's breaking news. As a matter of fact, let me take it even further. What I'm about to say may be far-fetched. Some of you may even laugh, but stay with me for a moment. One of the biggest criticisms Jamaicans have of our political system is that we often leave talent sitting on the sidelines because of party colors. What if there was another way? What if Jamaica reached a point where the best minds were called upon, regardless of whether they were orange or green? What if national development became more important than political tribalism? Think about it, friends. Imagine Lisa Hanna looking beyond party politics and deciding that service to Jamaica matters more than party loyalty. You see, politics is very interesting. And it's definitely about chess, as I said. And it is the best players that will always win. They say the best players in chess don't just react to the move in front of them. They think 5 moves ahead. And so, the fact of the matter is, this might be Dr. Andrew Michael Holness's chance to make the greatest chess move that one may ever see in the Caribbean. Well, Lisa has the credentials. She was Minister of Youth and Culture. She championed youth development initiatives. She strengthened the child protection efforts, and she helped secure UNESCO World Heritage status for Jamaica's Blue and Jankro Mountains. Love her politics or disagree with her politics, few Jamaicans would argue that Lisa Hanna lacks communication skills. So, imagine one more time Andrew Michael Holness looking beyond party politics and seeing not a former PNP politician, but a talented Jamaican capable of serving in the country at the highest level. Finally, can you imagine a Jamaica where Dr. Andrew Holness is Prime Minister and Lisa Hanna, Deputy Prime Minister? Impossible? Conspiracy theory, you may say? Well, I'm not sure that it is far-fetched at all. The question is not whether it could happen. The question is whether Jamaica is mature enough for it to happen. Because if that day ever comes, it may signal that Jamaica has finally started putting country before party, and that would be a far bigger story than any election. Over to you, Jamaica. This has been Dear Jamaica, We Need to Talk. Let's keep talking about Jamaica. Let's talk positive for Jamaica. Let's build Jamaica, land we love.
You think me done? Me just a come.
Dear Jamaica,
Here we come,
one people, one nation,
standing tall,
under God.
strong and free,
Jamaica,
the land we love.